Going to go to cards, and I'm going to do a really quick the elements for you guys. I'm going to do really quickly. Like first up, I'm going to do some air signs. These are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We're going to pull some cards for you. So I'm going to go to the table, Carmine. Got my thing here. All right. And if anybody wants to call into the show, we can put that number up on the screen too. Okay. I'm the world's worst shuffler. I always say I'm not going to get a job in Vegas anytime soon. That is FOA Showa. It's my air signs. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Tarot cards for you tonight. We got the Judgment card, which is not about judgment, right? That's one of my goals this year is no judgment and setting boundaries. No easy task. Okay, beautiful cards for you. So the Judgment card in Tarot, guys, for my air signs here, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. This fits so much because I'm an air sign, and like this is so much like what I'm going through. So hey, Cheryl, how are you doing tonight? So Judgment is a rebirth. The Judgment card in Tarot is all about rebirth. It's about, if you look at the card, if you can see it on the camera, it's, you see like new infants coming out of the grave, being reborn. You've got the Archangel Gabriel in the card and his beautiful wingspan coming down to give messages. This is really an appropriate card with what I was just talking about spirit coming in, the universe, the planets, the energy of the world coming in to give us the awarenesses, the messages of what we need in order to be rebirth and what we need to move away from. And then this card is the beautiful Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of quiet repose. It's a card where you have a knight laying on almost what looks like a coffin or a sarcophagus, and the swords are above him. This is a card showing that we are giving up, we are surrendering to the divine and going into a quiet state of repose so that we can hear the voice of the messages that Archangel Gabriel is giving us. And in quiet, we can only hear that. No good idea or no good plan was ever formed in chaos. You need quiet to do that. And then this third card once again brings in Archangel Gabriel in between two people actually getting married. They're sharing cups. This is the Two of Cups. It's the soulmate card. And I'm going to go out on a limb here for my air signs and say, as much as we would all love to have this be a soulful, romantic relationship, I'm very lucky. I've been in one for a long time with myself. This is really about that relationship we establish with ourselves. And as you can see, the what do they call it? The cartouche is also in here with the angel wings. And that is the medicine. It's about, I do evolutionary astrology. I think of that as the medicine. And so this is all about, I'm going to sum it up for you guys. Air signs Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. This is about rebirth, hearing the messages that come from the divine, going into quiet repose, developing that soul space and that relationship with yourself where you develop agency so you can hear those messages. And then developing that relationship almost like a covenant with yourself, that you are the strongest inner voice in your life, that your inner strength comes from you, and that no matter what happens in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, you're sharing it with yourself and allowing yourself to actually be part and including yourself in your own life. So that's my air signs. And the final card for air signs that will confirm this reading is this beautiful card that is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a card that's showing you to go to the light. You have these two figures in a storm walking through the snow in detriment. But if they look up, they would have beautiful refuge and restoration and renewal if they just went inside where the light is. So it's telling you to go within for your light. And that's the reading of the air signs. Next up, I'm going to do water. My water signs are Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Pisces is the star these days. Happy birthday to all of our Pisces birthdays. And if your birthday is near that new moon eclipse or full moon eclipse, you've got a good year coming because eclipses sweep the deck clean and give you all new things. Okay, for my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Just looking at comments. Ooh, I shuffled them and we got the same card. Go within for the light. See, you're not in detriment. Things are not as bad as they seem. Don't make mountain out of molehills, my Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpios. Go with the flow, surrender. The more we resist, the more we suffer. So definitely seek the light. Go within, go within. If you have a refuge, if there's a place that you like to go for quietude, go. Wow, we've got all pentacles in this reading. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This hard work pays off. Could be hard work as in the three-dimensional world with a job or something like that. But it also, next to a card like this, means your spirit work, your soul work, your work from within, your emotional maturity, your spiritual maturity, your spiritual development, that pays off as hard work. Next card is the Ace of Wands. Love this card in this spread. You've got go with the light within, hard work pays off, and then this beautiful Ace of Wands. Wands in the tarot are action, and aces are new beginnings. And if you look at this beautiful Ace of Wands, you have all this new growth and leaves on the wand, which means new renewal, new things coming in. So don't feel like you're at the state of overwhelm or the state of grief. Allow yourself to have that, but know that new things are coming in and your hard work will pay off. Whatever you're trying to release is definitely in the cards for you to release, no pun intended. And then to confirm the reading for my water signs, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is balance. It means that you're going within and your hard work is going to pay off because it's going to bring you to a place of balance as long as you really tap into that soul space and allow the renewal to come. So surrender everything, do the hard work within, and allow that renewal to bless you. Next up, I'm going to do my earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm going to try and shuffle a little more. My fingers are just a little chapped because I've been out walking and hiking. You see me shuffle these. I'm really, really shuffling. Everybody's shuffling. Okay. So for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ooh, we've got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, when he comes in, and I always look at the direction the horses are going in my spread. I know that's kind of funny, but that's what I do. I read psychically, not literally. So when knights come into the tarot, it's all about messages, but action, like not a message from beyond or above. It's a message in life. It's like in the three-dimensional world, you're going to receive some news. News is coming. It's like the courier of news. And the Knight of Wands brings news of action. Wands are action in the tarot. And the fact that he's riding towards us instead of away from us, right? Oh, I'm sorry, he's riding away from us. I was looking at it on camera. He's riding away from us means that something from the past is being shed. All right, so for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, you're shedding the past, and you're going to get some kind of a message that confirms that. That's like, okay, you've shed your past, but we're showing you that we're confirming that that was a good thing. Next card up is the Page of Pentacles. Man, we've got a lot of pentacles coming up tonight, which is really all about abundance in our lives. So the Page of Pentacles comes in, and this is a new message. When pages come in, it's also a messaging. Knights bring the action, and pages bring the words. So the written, the writing. So the Page of Pentacles means you're going to get good news, something to do with abundance. It could be money. It could be an inheritance. It could be a job offer. Something is going to change that brings abundance to your life, and you're going to learn about it through a written or spoken word. And then more pentacles. This is like everything paying off. The Ten of Pentacles is like a very divine card for abundance and things being flooding in. So for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, that full moon eclipse is in Virgo this month. So this could mean some benevolence really coming your way. This card especially is also about family. It could be benevolence in abundance in relationships as well. This card is a very nostalgic card. So if you've been trying to release something or let go of something and you've been on the fence, or you've been like, okay, I got to let it go, but now I'm scared to let it go, but I got to let it go, but I'm scared. Oh, wait, I just did it and I have anxiety. These cards are confirming for me that the abundance is coming because of the release, because I've got this Knight of Wands that's riding away from you. And then the Hermit card. So the Hermit holds up the light. The Hermit, again, a going within card, going within for soul space. The Hermit, he goes home and he holds up the light in his house and he says, okay, this is what I need to look at so I can find home within. And so that's the spread for the earth signs. So definitely let whatever is being difficult for you to release, let yourself release it because the abundance is on the other side of that. And then the last is my fire signs. We've got Sag and Aries and Leo. Aries, you're going to have a lot of activity in your sign right now. I know Aaron's got Aries in his chart. I'm going to be doing a reading for Aaron on Saturday. Aaron's from Texas. We're doing that on Zoom. Aaron, I got to tell you, I think this is going to release a lot of energy. And I also think you have to realize that we're ending a lot of cycles. So you are definitely going to be having a lot of renewal in this energy that's coming in. You might have a lot of releases, you know, for a little while, and then you're going to have a lot of, like, everything's going to feel kind of new for you. Just going to shuffle these a little more. Okay. Going into my fire signs. That is Sag and Leo and Aries. So the first card we get is the Lovers. So the Lovers card is not, you know, it can be lovers, like, you know, typically speaking. It can be the lovers, and it can be that, you know, a relationship, classically, you know, a lover relationship. But it's really about interference in a love relationship. When the Lovers card comes in, if you ever really look at this card in tarot, and if you can't see it clear on screen, you can go on the internet. Lovers card in tarot means interference in a relationship. It's kind of like the meddling mother-in-law, some people call it, but it's really divine intervention. So if there's a relationship that you're releasing or letting go of, this is the card that usually comes up. Or if there's someone cheating or a third party in a relationship, this card will come up. Intuitively, this card is coming up right now for my fire signs because it's showing you to release patterns in relationships. It's coming in to interfere in the relationships that you've already developed that are unhealthy, to show you patterns in healthy relationships. Because when you look at the card, and I'm seeing this and I'm seeing it psychically, you've got this energy coming through where there's interference in this mountain in between the lovers, but you've got all this energy coming down from this beautiful golden light, almost looks like a sun, and this figure. This is showing us in this energy, in with where the planets are, to release old patterns in relationships and begin new ones. The next card I got, and it's in reverse, is the Magician. The Magician card is the Pisces card. Why? Because nothing's impossible with Pisces because it has no boundaries. It's just will go on forever and ever and ever. That's why, you know, Saturn holds Pisces in, and we have framework because Neptune answers to Saturn, because Neptune would just keep drifting out into space. So this card is the card of Pisces energy. It's in reverse because Pisces energy is waning for us. And what it's showing us is that the patterns we've had over the last 14 years, while the planets were in Pisces for my fire signs, those patterns no longer work for you. If you try to go back to them, they're not even going to feel right. It's going to almost be like you can't do it. I'm having some of that going on in my own life where I'm developing new patterns in relationships, and you know, when I get nervous and scared and have anxiety and want to go back to the old way, I really can't because that makes me nervous and anxious too. Like the old way just doesn't feel right anymore. And that's this energy. It's like we have to move forward because we know the path is there somewhere. We haven't found it to be, you know, gelled up and firmed up yet, but the old way is no longer. And so we're in this in-between time. And so the next card that I got was the Six of Wands, which is the action card. Now the horse is riding into the opposite direction as the last spread that we had. This is now riding into the future. It's Wands, which is action. So even though this is tough to do and it's hard to change patterns in relationships, my beautiful fire signs do it because you're going to have some really great things coming to you. Action and good action coming to you. Next card is the Queen of Cups, which means you master your emotions. Queen of Cups is you know what on the throne because she's in control. She doesn't feel overwhelmed. She doesn't feel out of control. She's got it all going on. She knows exactly what's going on. She's got beautiful flowers at her feet, which is new growth. She's done the work. She has the emotional maturity. So for my fire signs, you might have a little bit of difficulty now. You're repatterning and reorganizing your patterns, but before long, all that beautiful abundance is going to be in your life, and you're going to be working with that and developing that more and more as this decade goes through. So that is the soul space for tonight. You can book a reading with me directly online. There's even a scheduling service that does it for you at zenkuda.com. And if you want a mediumship reading or a astrology reading, you can go there. I love using astrology to help people guide each other. I've done readings with a lot of you who are watching now. And I also do astrology for business readings where we can take you and your staff or the people that you work with and look at all their charts, and I can tell you exactly how the peak productivity and what each person should be doing in your team. So thank you so much for watching today. You can find me on Zenkuda Official on Instagram, Zenkuda Soul Space on Facebook, and Zenkuda on YouTube. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I can't wait to see you guys next Monday night, where we're going to be talking all about those eclipses in detail. Remember, eclipses are beginnings and endings, so you want to see that show. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.